Welcome back to Louisiana Newsmaker. We're visiting with State Representative Walt III, who was one of those who endorsed Mayor Mitch Landrieu in the mayoral race, and I assume that you're really pleased with the way the administration has gone about its business.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the level of transparency that you see from the administration is something that I very much expected, and something that I think the people of New Orleans expected, and something that is that's long overdue. It's something that people talk about a lot, but it's not something that always occurs in the reality of the political arena. And so that's a great first step. Clearly, I think that the mayor is an extraordinarily talented individual. He's very bright. He's very articulate. He's a great representative for the city of New Orleans, and I think that wherever he goes as an ambassador for our city, he's something that we can all be proud of. But beyond that, he has those basic and fundamental understandings of how government functions and how the budgeting process works. And we're going to see over the next year to year and a half the benefit that has for our city. Just in the last couple of weeks, he's delivered his State of the City address, and really, sort of for the public opened up where we really are and the type of dire straits that we find ourselves in. And I think that we're lucky to have someone like him who's taken on the role. I think that the voters already feel very confident that they've selected the right guy to lead us, and that he's assembled the kind of team that we can also be proud of, and know that when it comes to going to City Hall and trying to get something done for the city, that you've got people that are going to work hard and get that done.
In a sense, Mitch has been groomed all of his life for this job. He grew up at the breakfast table with Moon and Verna, and recalls the time when Moon was the mayor and talked about the kinds of problems that the city then faced. What Mitch faces is entirely different, but at the same time, it is a crisis like the one that Moon inherited in 1970.
Well, we find ourselves in a mode, in a crisis mode, and it's kind of continued. It's been going on for years, obviously since before Katrina, but certainly magnified after Katrina. And the things that have always been important continue to be important. Safe streets, reducing the crime rate and making sure that people feel comfortable in their communities so that they can be free to pursue the economic benefits that our city has to offer, so that they can be free to pursue the educational opportunities that are presented, so that they can be free to be on their front porch and not be in fear. And that's got to remain the top and most important issue, and I think it has been. And second to that, you've got to have a city hall that functions the right way. You've got to have every piece of local government's got to function correctly. You've got to bring the tax revenues in, and you've got to appropriate them and spend them in the ways that are important. And you've got to prioritize those things and make sure that you're investing in the areas that you want to have the right outcome in. You see a focus on NORD, which I think anyone in the city can agree.
Of course, we all know that Mitch grew up in NORD. He played ball. He was at a young star in the NORD Theater. It's been a part of his life.
It just goes to show you that when you get a person who loves the city and loves the things that this city has to offer, and also has gone out and pursued both in the business world as a practicing attorney, and in the political arena, has pursued knowledge, information, and experience that can then be put back into the city for the betterment of the city. That's exactly what you want. I mean, he's the kind of person that he's the son of our city, and like you said, he in many ways he's been groomed for this job all of his life. In the same way that many people all over our city who love the city of New Orleans and who have pursued excellence in other areas have things to offer back to our city to make it a better place. And each and every day, you can see the benefit of those people and the work that they do. And so, I just feel confident that with the mayor, with the team that he's assembled, they're going to continue to make our city a
And I
better
think
place a
that-
little bit every day.
I think they're going to get help from the city council, which I think has a lot of talent.
I think the city council has been good for several years, and they continue to be very good, very talented, very caring, very warm people who really give that extra effort that you want to see from your local government officials. They want the right things for their people, and they listen to the people, and they listen to what they want and to what they need, and they try to make that happen for them. And they're honest and ethical people, and that's really what you want to find in government.
That's what you're looking for.
And I think working together, that the council and the mayor and his administration have a lot of good things in store for us.
And of course, with a mayor who really understands the legislature, I think the liaison between city government and the legislators, which was not very good in the past, is going to be excellent now.
No doubt. I think that they were very quickly able to step to the front and get their agenda pushed forward, and we were able to successfully maneuver through the process. So,
Well, I want to congratulate you again on the constitutional amendment that you authored that will be on the ballot in November, which addresses the problem of blight and gives the city and parishes the tools to quickly move blighted property into commerce again by selling them.
thank you for having me. It's great to be with you.
Always great to be with you. That's State Representative Walt Leger III. We're really lucky to have him and his colleagues working so hard for the city of New Orleans, for our region and the state. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.